What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning into the iTip Report. My name is iveriani. Hope all is well with you. So today I wanted to tell you about my experience of going to the legendary Smif-n-Wessun performance slash signing in NYC at a record store. So it was last Wednesday, March 19th. Showtime started at 6. If you notice, I have the flyer in the shorts. So it came up in my phone notification. So I'm the type of person that whether I'm going to it or not, if I think it's a dope show, I will promote it in the shorts so other people could, and my peers could check it out if they want to go to it. So when I did see this flyer, I was like, yo, this is dope. I want to go to it. I didn't realize that it was going to be at a record store. That's even better. So maybe that's one of the reasons also too. But I would say the main reason that I really wanted to go to the show because I don't know Smif-n-Wessun personally, and I've never seen them perform, and I have listened to their music from the throwback days when I was in high school and college. I would say 95 and up. I've listened to a lot of their stuff, but I'd never seen shows with them coming to perform and stuff. And at that time, I was in North Carolina. But anyway, so saw the flyer, put it on my shorts, as you guys can see. Got a lot of responses. Shout outs to all of you that saw the responses. And if you saw it, some people said they was going, so I appreciate that. And I said, you know what? I want to go to that. So initially, Smif-n-Wessun has they had one particular price. It sold out. I was like, oh dag, I'm not gonna be able to go to this show because it sold out. But then they had another price that was a little bit more. However, you can get a vinyl. Whoever came up with that idea, that is a great genius idea. You know, what better way to merge the merch in with the supporter or the fan or the admirer that's coming to your show. So whoever came up with that idea, I appreciate that. Shout outs to Rough Trade NYC. I never heard of them. I never been to their record store until last Wednesday. But I appreciate that they would have an event, an intimate event like this, because I like stuff like this more than I like large arenas and stuff. That's just me. I'm not saying the large arenas are bad. I'm not saying that. But I feel like as a supporter of music, or if you're a fan or admirer such as myself, you will appreciate vibing out with an artist in a intimate setting where it's not tons of people and you can vibe off it and you're gonna love it even more, especially if you're gonna do a meet and greet and a signing. It just makes the moment and the experience even better. So with this, my experience, I could tell you, was great. It was epic. Anyway, so event started at 6. We had got the tickets, I got there after 6. It was crowded. Good crowd, positive crowd, vibing out crowd. What I will tell you is I would like to see more women that love hip-hop and music and generally at these events, because for some reason you just see all men, and that's no offense to you guys, but I like to see a mixture, because I remember that being like that back in the day when I was working at a record store. The list goes on. I just remember it being more balanced out. And I'm going to tell you, when I go to these shows, like when I went to the Madlib show tribute, it was a lot of men. It was like, okay, am I the only, is it just a handful of us women that love hip hop and just love music and generally this? And I know it's not, but it's just like, I would like to see more of that. But anyway, the crowd was dope. It's a handful of women, including myself. Going. It's packed. We got there on time to where they started to perform, you know, tech and still. Then it made it even better. They got on a desk. That's like classic old school. And I'm going to tell you, their performance, I appreciated to the fullest, because they look great. They look healthy. Their cadence, their breathing, just how they present themselves, wonderful. to me, a lot of times when you listen to different MCs and stuff like that, yes, they sound great on CD because you got the mixing, you got everything engineered, mixed and mastered, so they're going to sound epic. But what I would tell you with Smif-n-Wessun, when I saw their stage presence and their performance, it sound better than the CD, vinyl, the things I've listened to throughout the years from them. Way better. And know that you can appreciate, which I appreciate, because that is very rare. A lot of times when you see artists that you love, you know what you hear on CD as well as on vinyl, but sometimes, and I'm not knocking anyone, but when you see them in person, sometimes they either haven't kept it up or they just not serious about their craft. And they have, and it's not like saying just because they may mess up on stage, don't have no talent. It's just that they really, like, even when you are the best of the best and legendary like Smif-n-Wessun, you have to be on top of your game. So to me, I salute Smif-n-Wessun for being on top of their game and sounding so good in person. As you can see, I took some footage. I posted in my shorts. I think 2 videos. I think I have more videos, but those 2 videos I really like. I posted so you guys could check it out, even if you weren't able to attend or you're not able to make it, whatever the case is, so you can see this is how it's supposed to sound. This is how the music is supposed to be. So they did do a lot of some of their throwback stuff, and then they did their new stuff off the Infinity album. They did release the vinyl, which I'm happy to say I got, and I got it signed. And this is it. I'm going to do another video and do a vinyl review to get more in depth about this. But personally, this is one, to me, a slept on album of 2025. You know, it really is. So this is what it is. This is what I got, and Tech can still sign it. You can see right here. And you can see right here. Sorry for the glare, guys. Oh, you can see right there. See? So that's it. I appreciate it. And stay tuned for future videos of the vinyl review for this. But what I heard, and they played other stuff from this project, I really, really liked. This project was produced by Ninth Wonder, Soul Council, and just to let you know, executive produced by Tech and Still. Just to give you an idea, but stay tuned for the vinyl review for this. So, after the performances, great vibes and everything, they took the time to sign each and every one of us that got this vinyl. Right? So we got it. And I'm going to tell you, at one time, I didn't think I was going to get my vinyl signed, as well as some other people. And salute to some of the other people that was there. They had throwback Smif-n-Wessun stuff that I was like, yo, like, they had some throwback vinyls. But I know due to time constriction and it's so a good amount of people there, it was told, I think, by the manager, she was like, we only could sign the new release. You know, so other than that, I was happy that I was able to get them to sign it, and also able to get a picture. They didn't take a picture with a lot of different people, but I felt honored enough that they made time, and they made time for all their fans, even though through time being constricted. I was happy to meet them really quickly, talk to them, and take the picture. As you can see, when you come on my channel, that is the picture with the vinyl, with showing my support. And I'm gonna tell you, this event was really, really good. And I shout them out. I appreciate their contributions to hip-hop, because I'm gonna tell you, I know from managing artists and etc., a lot of times artists do not want to be bothered. They just want to make their music and go home. A lot of times they don't even want to talk to the fans. And I salute Smif-n-Wessun because they made time for their fans. They looked good. They performed great. Their cadence was on point, breathing like I said. They made time. They signed, I pretty much think, everybody's vinyl of this Infinity project. that was in there that bought it. I think they signed everything, and they took the time to take a picture with me and a few other people. And I'm gonna tell you, I took pictures with a lot of different artists, right? But one thing I could say about Smif-n-Wessun, they just seemed like they were more into it, because I realized that when the pictures was taken, it was different frames. Like, they know how to pose. It wasn't the same. You know how when you take a picture with an artist and you maybe could relate, it's just like, okay, all right, you finished. Like, they really changed the structure of the picture with their stance and everything, and I appreciate that. So salutes to Tech and Still. I commend them for not breaking up, being together, working out. You know, I know people have their differences or whatever. Sometimes we may not know, we may know, but I appreciate them for still being around 2025 and beyond and just doing their thing. I thank you for I thank them, for their contributions in hip hop, and to me, this was a great experience. I enjoyed it, and salutes to them. So stay tuned for the vinyl review of this vinyl. I'm looking forward to doing it because I really like some of the tunes off of this. Also, stay tuned. I have a few videos coming up of Madlib suing his manager. I'm telling you, I'm looking at the paperwork. It looked crazy. Stay tuned for that. And then my list for Record Store Day. Check those out, as well as my posted shorts. But anyway, like this video, subscribe. Did I say subscribe? Yeah, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Do you like Smif-n-Wessun? Was you there? What's your thoughts? What do you think about the new album? Also, so you know, if you want to donate to this channel, my Cash App information is in the bottom, to definitely improve and do a lot of different things with this channel and stuff like that. But overall, welcome new subscribers. If you're subscribed to this channel, we at 525. I appreciate that. I'm still in awe about that. And you know, stay tuned for more videos to come. And this is my experience of going to the Smif-n-Wessun performance and signing show. Peace, and this is iveriani. Thank you for everything.